Hi guys, well we are grinding away again with our little airline, with our little Bandeirante, trying to earn money and credits so we can size up in our career mode. Our last video we flew from Tauranga to Rotorua, and today we're going from one lake to a bigger lake. We're going from Rotorua over to Toupo, which is pretty much in the centre of the North Island, if you can see us there. That's Toupo, almost right in the middle. We've come down from Auckland up here. Our first trip went to Tauranga, and then we went over to Rotorua, and now we're heading down to Toupo. We've got a lovely mountain here, a beautiful big Mount Ruapehu here. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that or fly over that, probably on our next trip. Yeah, so this is where we're going today in our Bandeirante, doing a customer service. And it'll be our first trip to Toupo in our new little airline. So let's get fired up. So here we are at beautiful Lake Rotorua here. The airport right on the edge of the lake in Rotorua. Let's get underway and head down to Lake Toupo, shall we? Let's see what we've got going here. Inverters on, taxi lights on, and we'll check our flaps down too. And our trim is set okay. So we'll take off our brake and we'll taxi out. Not so busy here today as it was when I arrived earlier. My previous flight, there were huge planes parked everywhere. So a little bit quiet now, which is a good thing. It's good for us. More space for us. Oh, did we turn one of our engines off then by mistake? I think we better stop here and just check that. I think I did. Yes, I did. See, turn one of my engines off by mistake. So we need to get in here and get that one going again. Just that lever flicked down in the wrong direction and it cut the fuel, basically. Okay, so we've got our GPS here in the MFDs, so that is all good. Okay, I think it's late afternoon here, so it might be a bit of a sunset as we head down to Lake Toupo, which will be nice. We might see some nice lovely sunset. So we'll head down here, turn around. I'm really loving this series around, just little regional flights around New Zealand. We're seeing some beautiful scenery, and the scenery is so good in Flight Sim 24. I actually recognise where I am. I can navigate basically without even a flight plan. The scenery is just so good. I'm not happy with that windscreen wiper where it is there. I might have to look, see if I can fix that. Do a bit of a turnaround here. And try to stay off the grass. A little bit tight. Okay, let's just see if we can fix that windscreen wiper. If we come up here, is our wiper fast, slower, off. Can't seem to get it in the middle to stay off. Our windscreen wiper there on. Okay, so now we've just got to turn it off at the right time so that it, there we go, it stopped one side of the windscreen, so that is good. Right, we're good to go. Let's wind her up and head off to Toupo. Get some more money and credits in the bank. We're at 1,000 credits at the moment, so after this flight we'll be looking good with 1,500 credits. Well on our way to working towards our next plane. Whoops, a little bit rocky there. Right, let's do a loop around this way. Sorry about all that chatter in the background there. Sharing an office with some other people, so we get a little bit of chatter. Bit of a busy time of the day. We might get a beautiful sunset as we head down towards Toupo. That would be really nice. Come around, we'll fly over, there's the airport, we'll fly over, should fly over Rotorua Township. Down here, there's Rotorua Township ahead of us there. This is the main township. They've got a few boat planes there, water planes that take people on tours. You can book a water plane and it'll take off and take you on a little tour around the lake and around the island there. Quite a nice place. Very popular place with the tourists is Rotorua. There's a lot of volcanic thermal activity under the ground, so we do get this steam rising up through holes and places in the earth, and of course it heats up some of the water, so there's a few natural springs around Rotorua where you can just soak in the naturally thermal heated water, which is really nice. Thermal springs and pools. A lot of people believe that water actually has healing properties. So they say it's very good for you, very healthy to soak in that. Very healthy to soak in that water from the thermal springs. A beautiful place, Rotorua. If you come to New Zealand, you need to go and have a look. Okay, so I think we can turn on our autopilot. Navigation, there we go. We'll get onto our plan here. Let's come down and set our altitude. 6,000 feet. 6,000 feet. I'll arm that and then we'll do the vertical speed 1,100. That should be okay. So we've locked onto our GPS there, and we'll take up our flaps. Navigation lights, landing lights off, taxi lights off, and we are on our way to Lake Toupo. Coming over some beautiful scenery. Will be a very scenic trip. Very, very scenic. A bit longer than our last flight, a little bit longer, but it won't take us long to get there. Lake Toupo, right in the middle of the North Island there, pretty much. Beautiful big mountain here. It's not a very clear day, not sure if we'll see that mountain. This lake is not a big lake on world standards, but for New Zealand it's probably one of our biggest lakes, I think. Very small airport at Toupo. Hope you're enjoying the series, guys. If you have never been to New Zealand, I hope it's quite interesting, and I hope you're enjoying the views and the scenery. Because I can promise you, this is exactly what it is. What it looks like. Like I said, I could navigate from airport to airport just by looking at the scenery without an actual flight plan. Just using what they call dead reckoning. What they used to fly by in the old days. They called it dead reckoning. Funny name. But there we go. Did you check out the website? Check out the website. To get to the Jet and Airways website, just type in Kiwi Vanman, all one word, kiwivanman.co.nz. And you'll see all our schedules there. Pick out a nice little schedule, choose your favourite plane, and just fly some of our little regional routes around New Zealand for us. Let me know in the comments how it went, what you thought of it, how was the scenery, whether you've got 2020, 24 or X-Plane, you can do these lovely little trips. And 2020 or 24, the scenery will be just stunning, it will be beautiful, so just have fun and enjoy yourselves. Look at this. There's the lakes back there. That's green and blue lakes behind us there, just above the plane. I've been there for camping with our little camping club and our little camper vans. Heading over some lovely scenery here. We're almost halfway already. It's not really that far, is it? New Zealand's a pretty small country, guys. I tell you, it is a small country. So small, last month we got the whole place carpeted. Yep, so small we had the whole place carpeted last month. Believe it or not. Now, a flight plan doesn't take us directly in, so I think we're going to be doing a little bit of a racetrack approach again, looping around and coming on in. Manual approach and landing again. Now we're up to 8,000 feet, but that's not what I put into the system. So let's see what's going on here, shall we? I want to be down a little bit lower so we can enjoy the lovely scenery. Okay, so that's what I've gone wrong. I've got 6,000 feet, but the flight feet per minute is going up and not down, so we better change that. There we go. That looks better. We'll go down to 6,000 feet. We should be going down. There we go. Go down so we can take in the scenery and have a good look around New Zealand. There's a little bit of some water there through the clouds. That might be Lake Toupo up ahead there. You can just see a peak of that body of water through the clouds there. It could be. Yeah, but we are still a long way away. I don't think so. I think it'll be maybe a small lake. Maybe this little lake up here. Seems to be a lot of little lakes that you don't know about and you don't see. If you're driving around New Zealand, you don't, sticking to the main roads of course, you don't see a heck of a lot sometimes. If you fly by ear, you see all the beautiful things that you missed out on when you just drive by road. Lovely scenery, isn't it? Got some music somewhere. Right, so I think that is Lake Toupo up ahead, guys. I think that is Lake Toupo we're coming into there. I also think we're coming down a little bit low, so let's turn off the autopilot and we will take command ourselves and we'll manually fly into Toupo and do a lovely manual approach and landing. A lot of forestry around Lake Toupo, Rotorua forestry, and there's a lot of other forestry around sort of between Toupo and Mount Ruapehu. A little bit cloudy today. We're not going to get a really good view of Mount Ruapehu, but we will see that on another trip when we head down further down the North Island. We will probably fly over Mount Ruapehu, which would be really, really nice. Here we are, we're coming into Lake Toupo and we're going to head over towards the airport. And we'll sort of do a standard racetrack sort of approach, downward leg and crosswind leg, and we'll come in. As soon as we get a visual on the airport, that might be quite helpful. There's Toupo village down here, the town of Toupo. Quite a lovely little town, stayed there a few times. Beautiful place to stay. There's a nice little hotel on the waterfront down there as you drive through Toupo, called Emmanuel's, and it is beautiful. We have a really good restaurant at Emmanuel's, a really good quality motel or hotel and restaurant. Now I think that's the airport straight over there, guys. I think that's there. That's it. So we're pretty close. Bring some flaps down and bring our speed down. Wow, look at this sunset over Lake Toupo. Just beautiful. Right, there's our runway over there, so we'll do this downward leg and then we'll come across. Bring our altitude down a little bit. Well, it's nice to get down here before dark. We're not flying back towards Auckland, so I think we're going to be parking the plane up here for the evening in Toupo. Right, so we will do a loop around to the left. Can bring our gear down. Let me know what you think of this little plane. Have you flown the Bandeirante? What do you think? I think it's a really, not a full-on study level, but a really cute, lovely looking plane, and it does everything it's supposed to do. Just perfect for a little little regional flights, a little regional virtual airline. Just perfect. Now, where did I see that airport, guys? There it is. There's our runway, straight down there. There it is, coming in, nice and straight. Beautiful. Got our flaps down 50. A little bit of wind, a little bit of turbulence and wind there, throwing us around a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. Go, not a bad landing. And welcome to Toupo, guys. Welcome to Toupo. Quite a short little flight, isn't it? Just a little hot, but boy, is it beautiful. Lovely scenic flight. Let's have a look where we're going to park. It's a bit like Tauranga, I think. We just park in front of the terminals here, and the people will walk out over to the terminal. Probably should have come in that other taxiway, really. First time I've been to Toupo Airport, really. The very first time. Even in Flight Simulator 2020, I have never been to Toupo Airport. So here we go. What better way to see it than in Flight Sim 24? Okay, so we'll take our throttles down. And we will come up here, turn off our battery, basically put everything the way it was when we found it. Lights all off, yes, taxi lights. Didn't put our taxi lights on, didn't we? Okay, we can release our passengers. I'll get the camera in the right place so I can see all the animations. I love watching the animations on this plane. It is just done so well. Okay, so here we go. Stabilizer rod in at the back, the tail. Safety cones, and the cargo doors and passenger doors. There we go. Right, thanks for flying with Jet and Airways, guys, and have a pleasant stay at Lake Toupo. There'll be buses and taxis out the other side of the terminal there as you leave, and they will take you to your hotel or your accommodation. Have a wonderful time, and hopefully we'll see you back here again with Jet and Airways. Right, I think everyone's gone. So we can go out here, and we just do another little bit of a walk around our plane. But everything looks good. Everything's clean. No mess there. No dead birds or anything, or any rubbish hooked up. Yep, we're looking good. All the baggage has been all cleared out. No one's left anything behind. Right, we'll get my little bag. And I'll head out over the terminal and off into the town for a nice cup of coffee and a nice dinner somewhere. I think that'll be lovely. Right, thanks for watching, guys. That is some more money in the bank, some more credits in the bank. That puts us up to 1,500 credits. So we're on our way to getting a better and bigger plane, but we've got a little way to go yet. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, make a comment, and let me know if you would like to join us and fly around for Jet and Airways on our little regional flights. Don't forget, go to our webpage, Jet and Airways, a secret little address just for you. Just type in Kiwi Vanman, one word, kiwivanman.co.nz. That'll take you to the Jet and website where you can see all our schedules, and you can try doing a few little routes around New Zealand for Jet and Airways. Take care. Cheers. Catch you next time.